each other for a long time,
Actually,
25
we look better.
years.
How do we do that?
Well, you certainly always look good.
Oh, bless you.
And listen, Tova has really an incredible background in the beauty business. She had an amazing salon in Beverly Hills, and your fragrance has been at QVC for 27 years.
It's now
Tova.
an American classic.
Yes.
And it, without question, it is a QVC classic.
It is a QVC
But
classic.
the most important part is that, number one, the Eau de Parfum of TOVA Signature is basically 28.5% essential oil, which makes it above what is the Fragrance Foundation's perfume.
Okay.
But it is called an Eau de Parfum, and we still do, in other words, all the sourcing of 28.5% of it is done in essential oils,
Okay.
not any synthetics.
Synthetics, yeah.
So that literally what I'm so proud of is that we're almost now in our third generation.
Yeah.
And what is it? What do you think about it?
What I think about the fragrance?
Right.
Well, it's so original, is what I would say.
Yeah.
There's no other fragrance out there that has the allure of Tova's signature. And when I smell it on another woman, it's always like, oh, you're wearing Tova.
Yeah.
You know, like,
But it becomes
there's
your
there's
signature.
a warmth
Yeah.
to it. There's a little bit of floral to it. There's a softness to it, Tova.
And literally the one thing, now we have the pyramid, and basically fragrance and perfume and also music is set up in the same way.
Yeah.
So you have the top note, music, is actually bergamot, which is a cross between an orange and a lemon from Calabria, Italy. But that is actual, in other words, there's nothing synthetic.
Yes.
Then into Jasmine Absolute, which this entire studio it would take to make about 1 ounce.
Wow.
And that's $76,000 a pound.
Wow.
Then into lavender from Provence in France, sandalwood from East India, and then into a hypnotic aphrodisiac musk.
How did you first develop this fragrance?
Well-
Were you not happy with what was available, or how did this all come to be?
My mother had Paris something, whatever it was, and I said, I can't take one more minute of it. Anyway, I was with Ernie on location in San Francisco, and I ended up shopping, which why not?
Shocking.
And went into the store where they had wonderful bath oils before everything was more, you know, where everyone was concise. And I said, that has got to be translated. That was when I was actually 1980, of those of you who were born before, you know, was actually where I was naive enough to say, I want to make this bath oil into a fine fragrance. And I said, don't be silly. Anyway, the long and the short of it, I convinced him, the manufacturer of the bath oil, to do it. It took 2 years.
Wow.
And that was in 1982 that Tova Signature was born. So she's actually of age now. She's 36.
Well, I want you to know that the packaging and the bottle are also updated now. So
Right.
again, this is sort of like the newest modern take on Tova Signature, but it's the fragrance you love and have always loved. And this is a large 3.4 ounce bottle. I do want to point out it's on Easy Pay. It's also one of those fragrances that as a gift is a safe bet.
Yeah.
Because when women experience it,
No matter
they
what the
love
age.
it, and their men like it too.
Men and children. But also the most important piece is this is going to be the last of the another
Quantities.
signature
Yes.
quantities for this year.
Yeah.
So that anyone that wants it, and the great thing is like fine wine, because remember it's aged for over 3 months. There's nothing in the market out there like it.
Nothing.
And the great thing is that 8 hours after and you put it on in the morning, you will find that people go, excuse me, what are you wearing? And the greatest thing, and you can have it from anywhere in a grocery store, elevators, children, hugging, snuggling, or me walking down or running down Lexington Avenue, and a woman running the opposite way said, oh, you're wearing Tova. Just flipped around, she said, oh my God, you are Tova. But it's like, it is never overpowering.
Yeah.
Men adore it because it's not perfumey. It's almost like aromatherapy.
Yeah.
And it never, ever is one that you could conceivably take this whole bottle and it would never irritate anyone.
Well, that's
people
one of
are
the,
so sensitive.
One of the things that people have said
Here you
about
go,
this
darling.
fragrance is that they could, you know, they work in the healthcare industry or they work
Right.
closely around people, and it always just draws people in.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just, you know, that wonderful.
And that veil, you sort of walk through it. And what about what we call the TOVA halo?
Yes.
But it's one that literally has brought so many people together.
Well, we've sold, what was the last count on millions of bottles sold?
11 million, and right now we're running over 10,000 just in the last 2 airings.
Wow. So again, here's your opportunity. These are our final quantities for the holiday season. If you would like to share the gift of TOVA with somebody, here is your opportunity. It stands alone as a fragrance here at QVC. By the way, wasn't this something that is this in the Fifi Hall of Fame?
Yes, and absolutely,
Yes.
as far as the Hall of Fame, but it also is one that literally is now considered the American classic.
Yeah.
And there are not that many of American fragrances, but it is one that becomes your signature.
Yes.
It's not one that goes, oh yes, and I know she's wearing it and that wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
No, it becomes you. And it literally, as it comes on you, and later you may not notice. And we just brought part of the original ad. If you look
Yes,
over
if you
here,
look at this picture over
and
here.
this actually is myself, not knowing that Ivory. Well, unfortunately, that's a glare, isn't it? But anyway, there he is.
Yeah.
And that is, it is romance. It's hugging. It's sensual, and yet it can be okay.
Yes.
Very.
A little right? So 3.4 ounces, easy pay an option for you, lovely gift item. You look for it. You wonder, are you going to get TOVA back in stock? I just want you to know there's no auto delivery for this.
Yeah.
What we have is what we have for the holiday season. It's all, again, that Eau de Parfum, so those higher concentrations of your essential oils. They are more true in a fragrance. They last longer. It's more expensive. And you're getting it in this beautiful quilted box, your beautiful bottle that also looks like the letter T for TOVA.
Ha 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 ha.
Always nice to see you. Thank
Great.
you for stopping by.
Thank you.
We're busy on the phones. Keep in mind this easy pay. Take advantage of it. That will be going away at the end of the day. So that is item number A344109. Now we started this busy show with our super